Hello! Welcome to a new reading vlog. As you can tell, it is 10 minutes, about 10 minutes before Tome Topple starts, and I'm super tired. I have had a very good sleeping schedule recently where I've been getting up quite early and going to bed early. So I've not been up this late in like 2 weeks, I think. So yeah, it's taking its toll on me. The only reason I wanted to stay up is because I wanted to finish a book actually before Tome Topple started, which was An Ember in the Ashes. I literally just read the last page. That is done. I could have technically, well, no, I couldn't. I couldn't have read it for Tome Topple because it's like 50 pages short of 500. And yeah, I was considering what I should read first. I was almost like sure that I was gonna pick up Ship of Magic first because I wanted like a good fantasy, like a really good fantasy after that one. But I think I can't do like back-to-back fantasies. Like that's not good because it makes it like, it confuses me is what it is. Like I won't be able to tell the books apart as well, I think, if I read, like it sounds stupid because they're still gonna be completely different books, but I think I need a bit of a break. So I am gonna pick up Crazy Rich Asians right away. This is a contemporary. I think it should be a quick read and I hope I enjoy it. By the way, I want to let you know how I want to do these vlogs because I think if I just do one vlog for 2 weeks, it would be way too long. And if I do like daily vlogs, like I don't think I'm gonna read that much of every book every single day. Like I don't know, because they're quite long books. So like I'm gonna be like, oh, today I read another 100 pages. Today I read another 200 pages, and it's all just gonna be the same book. So I think it kind of makes sense to do a vlog for every book that I read. I want to try that and see how that turns out. I might upload these videos in addition to my other videos because I already have stuff planned for like the next 2 weeks. So I guess we'll see. We'll see. Not trying to like heap much more onto my plate of things to do because I'm already like kind of at close to the limit right now, but that's kind of like what makes sense to me. So I'm gonna try and do like one vlog a book, and that way I can give you like a review as well at the end, right? So that's the idea. Good morning and welcome to the first official day of Tome Topple. It is currently 10 a.m. and I am on my second cup of coffee for the day. I got up at about 8 and since then I've basically just been reading and I had some breakfast, but that's it. So right now I'm on page 66 for Crazy Rich Asians and I'm really enjoying it. It took me a little bit to get into because there's so many characters. It's very difficult to like keep them all apart. There's like this huge family, like 3 strands of like a family that like intermarried and all related and very complex, but I really enjoy it. I think it's well written and quite funny at times. I love the first chapter, like the prologue. It's already very indicative of the entire book, I think, because the family like goes, or some of the family goes to a hotel and they encounter like a super racist manager, and so to deal with the situation they just buy the hotel and fire him, and I'm like, I'm here for this. This is the best. I'm excited to see where this goes. I really like that the book includes a lot of Chinese Singaporean culture, and there's a lot of footnotes whenever the characters use phrases or refer to things that as a Westerner you might not necessarily know. So I think that's so interesting. Like I'm learning a lot that I didn't know, and it's very cool. I like it. So far, so good. Here's a little update. It is 1:30 right now, and I haven't read since the last time I talked to you guys, But there's been a little development. My boyfriend has decided to go to our hometown for just a day because he wants to hang out with some friends there. So I have the flat to myself till tomorrow, which means things look good in terms of how much I can vlog. I can vlog when he's here, I just act like I can't. Like, I still do, but I'm like more awkward. So anyway, I am currently studying some Japanese. I found this book at the library. It's like basic vocabulary for Japanese, and you would think like I know all of it, but oh no. Like there's some very basic words in here like mother, father, child and stuff like that. But then they add like little variations to that on the side, like words that are similar in the same vein kind of. And then also sometimes there's like an example sentence. So I really like this. I'm on work my way up to page 23. And I've like, let me see. I think I started over here. So these are all like semi-new words. And then in red, I just wrote the example sentences so that I know how to use it. Or sometimes there like was a word in the example sentence that I like didn't know, like this one. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's quite cool to like go back to the basics sometimes, because especially with me like studying specialized translation right now, like I have more to do with texts that are kind of very specific in terms of vocabulary, and I read like newspaper articles that use some sort of more like higher up there, like abstract words and things like that. So I think it can be quite easy actually to like not either forget the basics or just like never do them. Like for example, a bunch of these words are just like organs in the body, and I've never in my life had to use the word like kidney or pancreas in Japanese, so I don't know. And I think, yeah, it's quite important actually to go back to the basics sometimes and like fill in those gaps that just kind of fell through the cracks. Well, those are two very different metaphors. Fill in the gaps of words that you just never got around to studying, like they never crossed your radar or something like that. So that's what I'm doing. At the same time, I am watching Owl's readathon vlogs from week 1, and I'm dying with envy because I literally did not know this was happening before it was happening. I should try to keep up more like with these types of things. But it sounds like the coolest readathon in existence. I don't know if this is the first year it's happening or if it's been happening. I don't know. I'm so not up to date. But I feel very jealous because I want to participate, but it's too late. And there's like a similar one, I guess, that's happening in August. So this is the Owls one, and there's a Newts one happening in August. But I think they're like connected, like your how you do on your Owls affects what you can read for your Newts, and I'm scared because I want to participate in that one, but I don't know if I can if I haven't done this one. So here's the deal. I actually still haven't read anything since the last time I talked to you guys. Basically, I've just been eating, doing some work around the house, and now I just spent 30 minutes taking Instagram pictures. So I think I'm like really bad at bookstagram. Like I look at these pictures and I have no idea how people even came up with that concept for it, with the idea for it. Like I'm so uncreative, I feel like, and it's really frustrating because I want to do creative and fun things with like that, but like I just feel like I can't, and it's frustrating. I've already said that. But I just had a little setup here that I actually am kind of proud of. I don't know, it's like nothing special compared to like other people's bookstagrams. Like I'm not even trying to compare that. But for my purposes, it's like, I'm impressed. So this is the setup. I took like a million pictures. I think this is the like frame, like I don't even know. But I put some jewelry, some chopsticks, and a little tea glass, and this kept falling. The only thing really marring this picture is the fact that this is a really like bent up copy. I think that happened like during delivery. So, and it's a mass market paperback, so this is literally the most unglamorous probably edition of this book ever, and like not on brand at all for what the title is, but whatever, I did it. So now I'm just gonna be picking up this book. Very exciting. As you might be able to tell, this is a non-fiction book that I basically have to read for a seminar. Wait, let's check the page. I mean, I don't think it has 500. Nope, not even 300. Okay, but basically I have to read this whole thing. So, fun times. Good morning, it is Sunday and I've already done my workout for the day and now I'm just sitting down to breakfast and I'm continuing to read. I am currently on page 170 and I am enjoying it. I think it's fun. It's interesting because it's culturally so different from what I know, and I find it just really entertaining. There's just two things. One, I don't like Nick. He's not the main, there's like 50 main characters, but he is the guy who is like from the super rich Asian family, or like from this background, basically super rich background, huge family, everybody's loaded, and he is taking his American born Chinese girlfriend, who is like a normal person, back to meet his family for the first time. And I feel like there's so much wrong with how he handles the situation. First of all, I don't understand her reaction. Like, she just basically realized for the first time, only now 170 pages in, that he is loaded, and her reaction would not be my reaction. If I found out my boyfriend of like 2 years had just kept this from me and like not told me about this at all, I would be livid. And especially if he threw me in at the deep end, like taking me home to his family, who have super strict like expectations and super high expectations of who his girlfriend is gonna be, and like who are kind of shitty people because they're so materialistic and focused on prestige and status above everything else. So I don't know, they're not horrible people, but some of them kind of come across that way, like not likable in my eyes. And if that is the situation that you're putting your long-term girlfriend in without warning her, like I would be mad as fuck. I would not just be like, oh, interesting, I didn't know that. Like she literally doesn't even react, I guess, at all. Like I don't get it. I'm very confused. This was not be my reaction. Second of all, Nick, like this is sort of his excuse for why he like hasn't ever told her. He is just so unaware somehow of like how much money he has. Like they're at an actual palace where his grandmother lives, and he's just like, nah, it's just a big house. Like what? What is happening? It's not even like he only is used to that, because he has like a normal life back in America. He's like a professor at a uni, quite low-key compared to all the other CEOs and whatnot in his family. So like I don't understand his thinking. It's like this like false modesty, this ignorance to reality of life. Like I'm not gelling with it. I find him so annoying, and like Jesus Christ, like yes, your family is rich, at least own it. Like I don't know, why are you being so like coy about it? This is kind of a version of the like, you know, YA heroine who's so beautiful but doesn't know it, and he's always like, oh my god, what, people are attracted to me? This is new territory. I never even thought this was possible. Like it's not even like a little bit rich. They have so much money. They give their children like houses and condos for not even birthday presents, just like, oh, I bought you a new house yesterday. Like come down to a reality for a second. This is not a normal of most people, and like you can't just go around and be like, oh no, it's not that big of a deal. It is that big of a deal, and it's kind of shitty of you that you didn't tell your girlfriend about it, because you need to go into these things prepared. At least I would have to be. I don't have social anxiety, but I get very anxious in social situations, and like just imagining meeting my boyfriend's family for the first time, knowing nothing about them, knowing like no idea what kind of people they even are, because my boyfriend refused to tell me before. Like all he says to her is like, you'll be fine, you'll just do fine. Like what? I'm so mad. I don't know. I can only ever like speak from my position, like how I would feel about this. Maybe other people would also be like her and be like, oh, this is a pleasant surprise. Not that she said that, but like that's kind of, I don't know. Hello, it is Monday, about 2 p.m. This morning I returned some books to the library and then I went shopping, so I thought I could do a little bit of a haul. There's no books, just a bunch of other stuff, because you care. So I got 3 like makeup things. No, not really. This is like a tinted moisturizer. I got a new mascara because my old one was bad and like hurt my eyes. I got a new one that's from Revlon, and then I also got a concealer from Revlon that I always use. Like I always buy just the same thing. I got one solitary shirt because I wanted it. This is also not super interesting. I got like a 3-pack of basic notebooks for uni. And then this is probably a bit more exciting. I got a little notebook, kind of like a bullet journal type because it's unlined. And it just, I think it looks so pretty. I love it. I don't need notebooks. Like, who needs notebooks? This many at least. I don't know, I have like 5 currently in use, I feel like. But this is just super pretty. And I think I said it yesterday or at some point in this vlog that I feel like I'm not creative, but I kind of want to try to be more creative or do more creative things, like art type things. And even though I can't do them, but maybe I can use this journal to try. The thing is though that like whenever I start and I don't immediately love it, which is always, I feel like I've like wasted this journal on like horrible stuff that like isn't even good looking. So we shall see if that happens, but I love this one. I feel it really reminds me of a book cover that I recently saw. Oh, that like is very popular. I don't remember what the book is called. I'll put it up here. But this is kind of very similar, I think. So I love it. It's so pretty. I went to Hema, which is like a Dutch, really cheap store for like random shit. Like usually very in decorations and stuff like that, but it's super cheap. Like everything is super cheaply made and also very inexpensive. So I got a few things from there to enhance my Instagram, like for more bookstagram pictures, and also for like background of my video or something like that, because I just like, I feel like there's no decorations, nothing that looks pretty, so I want to kind of change that. So the first thing I got are 3 little cacti. They had like a bunch of flowers. I wanted to, not flowers, but like plants. I wanted to get like a fake plant that I could just like keep up all the time, but like a cactus is so unkillable that it like almost counts as a fake plant. Disclaimer, I have killed cacti before, so I don't know, but I think they looked really cute. There's like 3 little ones. So yeah, I think they're super cute. And then I got a little like box, like a display case. It's like, if you look at it closely, it looks so cheap. Like it looks horrible. It's very poorly made, but and it's dirty, I need to clean it. But I thought this would be so cute to just like put 2 of the cacti in. I don't know. Like this is so frustrating. I feel like I have like all these ideas in theory, but then when I try to put them into practice, I realize they either won't work that way or they actually look kind of shit. And then I'm really mad at myself and I don't explore further and I don't try to improve because I just feel like it's like pointless anyway because I'm never gonna do it. I don't know. This is like an existential crisis type thing. Then I also got another little pot that you can put a cactus in. I think these are gonna fit. And it's so cute. It has like a little thing. I've never seen that before, but so you can see if there's like water, standing water, like if you've watered them too much. I think that's pretty neat. I also got a random candle that I'm never gonna light, but I also thought like I could use this for bookstagram, like either this side or just this side, like because it kind of has like a cute little pattern. This is really cute. These are like, what is that called in English? Coaster. So there's a watermelon, a peach, and then you have a kiwi and a random leaf. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what I'm doing, clearly. And the last thing I got is just this ice tray because we've been wanting, we don't have one, ice cube tray, and I thought, like, why not get one that is like in this lemon shapes. It's so pointless. That's all I got. Spent too much money on stuff I don't actually need. What else is new? I finished setting them up and I think they look so cute. I figured out that I have to put like something down here just to catch the water because this isn't, of course, it's not like waterproof. But I think it looks so cute. I'm so excited. I hope I don't kill them. They're so pretty. Hello, it is, what day is it? It's Wednesday, almost nighttime. I finished Crazy Rich Asians this morning and I just wanted to give you guys my final thoughts. So overall, ended up really enjoying this book. I think it's so fun. It's just like mindless fun really, because there's not much substance to it, but at the same time it never feels completely unrealistic. Like everything in this is so out there and so far from what like a normal person can relate to anyway, so that it doesn't, like the drama doesn't become like super over the top crazy, at least not to me. I felt like it was pretty believable actually. I ended up really enjoying it. I gave it 4 stars. I am crazy. I am really into this book now. Like I keep thinking about it and I keep wanting to read the sequels. I found a box set on Amazon for 23 bucks of like all 3 books, and they're like the proper books, like not mass market paperback, but like tall paperbacks. So I think I'm gonna get that for myself in a little bit. I just like, oh my god, I'm obsessed with it right now. I want to like binge read the rest of the series. I don't know how the rest is, but if it's anything like this one, I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it. The best part is that I've actually changed my opinion on Nick, because by the end of the book, he's a completely different person. Like all the things that I had like criticized about him, Rachel ends up criticizing, and he in himself ends up like kind of admitting to, which I was like, yes, vindication. And like in general, I don't know what of this like constitutes a spoiler, because I feel like with contemporaries like this one, it's really hard to say, like, unless it's like a plot twist within the story, is it a spoiler to say that they end up together? Like, I don't think it is, because it's kind of obvious. Like, who is gonna read this whole book and then like have them split up in the end? So I feel like it's not actually a spoiler in like a romance novel. What I really liked about him towards the end is him sticking up for his girlfriend. I feel like it's one of the most important things that you have to do when you're in a committed relationship as an adult, is choose your partner over your family. And I'm not saying like disown your family and like kick them to the curb just because you have a partner now, but just like in conflict, in times of conflict, and when there's disagreements going on, or if your partner is being unfairly treated, you cannot take your family's side. You cannot start making excuses for them. You have to stick up for your partner and set those boundaries and tell your family that it's not really their business who you choose as a partner. I mean, obviously they're gonna have some input, and that's important. Like, you shouldn't just choose somebody who doesn't gel with your family at all, I think. But at the same time, you have to have your priorities straight. And I think if this is the person that you have decided that you're gonna marry, you need to stick up for them and not defend your family. And Nick does a pretty good job of that towards the end, so he won back my admiration and ended up kind of liking him actually. If you've seen my TBR, you can leave in the comments down below what you think I'm gonna pick up next, or what you want me to pick up next. I don't know when this video is actually going up, but you can just leave it in the comments anyway. Hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon. Have a lovely week. Bye! Look at her.